Dang it, I forgot to rotate the screen again. Hey everybody. I got one like before I got one viewer. Yeah. YouTube is slow updating. Oh, there they are. You should have seen them whenever. I kind of snuck up on them. I think they snuck up on me too. I didn't see them because they're sitting on their asses. I just started walking through here thinking, all right, awesome, clean campus. And then, lo and behold, there's a stupid cart. I brought my signs with me today. If there's anybody else. Hi, Michelle. Brought my sign. I'm gonna wait a minute for it to start getting a little bit more busy. Go get 'em. Hey, JW Suicides, nearly captured. Robert, you like live chat? It is cool. I like interacting with all of y'all. Do you think I should talk to them or not at all? Because I don't recall these ladies, but I know that they already know me because they got like fear in their eyes when they saw me and they looked at each other. I really need to get a wig, don't I? Hey, Southern Boss Lady. Oh, it's super bright right here, right now. You're doing awesome. Are you in Dallas? Thank you, Michelle. No, I'm not. Stacy, I want to commend you on the work you're doing. Thank you, Lost in Wonderland. It's definitely worthy for me, I think. There's like too many people out yet, but let's see what time it is. 10:47, so the closer lunch gets, and more people will be out here. I stand up and hold the poster. Damn, I wish there were some elders out here. I have two posters. I have one that says beware of the doomsday cult. Jehovah's Witnesses expect you to join or die. To join or be killed by God. Go to jwfacts.com. That one I want to wait for the elders to come out here. Cart should say, learn Bible lies. Hey, Dave. Good morning, Kyle. Dwayne and put their mags in the bin. I thought Zeb originated that. Do I believe in God? No, I do not. Pull out my poster right now. Get it started. I don't like that they're nestled right there. I'm feeling like it's a setup. This is so it should still be fine. I can't even see what I'm pointing the screen at because it's too bright. Hi, Vinny. Just kind of scan the campus. I don't see any other cult members yet, like Mormons or any other. Fill the bins with life-giving truth dispensing Pasta tracks. Go get your time started. Oh God, that's such a trigger. I think I believe in God, but not the what, who, yet, or the governing body. Well, you gotta find your own way, Albert. It's a personal journey when you leave the watchtower. Cannot believe I actually caught a real live cat crash. I always watch them after you're done. Oh, so hi girl, go get them. Love your work. Thanks, Lori. It's so awesome to have you here. I miss you. Haven't seen you since November. They're at Starbucks. That's cart, not cat. I know, Lori. Just teasing. Last chance to turn in tardy time reports. It's a new service Europe. Dave, are you trying to make me throw up? There's the no. Here's the people I talked to last time. How's it going? Good. I'm about to pull out my poster and get my work started.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So you got yours too? I'm on stream.
Nice.
They're getting bored, so I need to get up and start.
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
Good luck to you today.
Thanks. You too. Australia supports you. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. again. Greg, was it 2 a.m. yesterday? Whenever you commented, is that you? Freezing. Oh, I bet. Why are you up at 2 a.m.? We like cat crashes on Jehovah's Witnesses too, Lori. Cornhuskers crashes. Too much fun for witnesses. I can imagine it would be kind of depressing because I see all these students. It's just it's fun, you know, to be a student. Well, not when finals come around, but it's fun. Oh, there's Dorothy. Okay, I guess I'm gonna put my sign on now. Should I talk to him? Hi, Suffolk, England. Earned that street diploma on campus. Like at 2 a.m. to watch me and be entertained. Craig, don't lose sleep over this. But it's cool to have you here, though. Thank you. Funeral is too much fun for witnesses. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got blood up. So you usually stand right here. How are you, ladies? Hi. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Yeah. Don't have any, still no Bibles? Website, yeah. So tell me about this apostate database you have. I hope you know how rude this is. Wow, those noses are going high up in the air. Do you think Jehovah's proud of you? To a human being? Okay, I got 27 people on live stream on YouTube watching y'all be stuck up. Okay, guys, well, considering how rude these women are, I'm gonna use I know which poster to use now. Yeah, I already talked to the higher-ups. Perfectly legal for me to film them and to stand here with a poster. And people always approach me and I get to unwitness to them, to tell them to avoid this doomsday cult who brainwashes their members into treating human beings like they're dead and sit there with smug looks on their faces like they're so much better than me, but not you, because you're being courageous right now, aren't you? Look at those smug ass smiles, God. All right. Let's get our work started, people. Bag right there. Interesting that some of you talk to me like a human and some of you just think you're just too much too good for me. Does that make you feel good? Or does that make you mad at them for doing that? Alright guys. I'm gonna get a bigger poster. But oops. Let's see if y'all can see that. Say no to mind control. Beware of the doomsday cult. Jehovah's Witnesses expect you to join or be killed by God. And they can't deny it. Oh, look at the beautiful little flower. Alright, this one's gonna be like folding on me. Any of y'all have anything y'all want me to say to these cultists? Rude cult mind control, yeah? Tell them their elders clean the campus windows. That's because they're not allowed to go to college here and start a good career. It's not that you have to go to college for a good career, but it's still sad that they couldn't if they wanted to. Ask them if they're embarrassed to have you unwitnessed and show truth to humanity. Does that embarrass you? No, they're pretty proud of themselves. I'm sure Jehovah's super proud of them right now. Beware the doomsday cult. Will God sneeze? Nice poster. Sending love from Florida. Thank you, Britt. Stacy. Dave was a cart witness a year ago. Now he watches cults on YouTube. That is awesome. Allergy control? Sorry if I missed some of you guys' comments. I'm trying to keep up. Tell them they have a majorly altered... Well, they don't use Bibles anymore. They use their website and their governing body's uninspired literature. Yes, I was. May 27th, my last time on the wrong side of the fart cards. Dave, that's pretty amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, y'all don't have to be stuck up, rude people your whole life. You can actually leave this organization, have a huge support system, and then actually learn how to treat people like they're humans. Not interested? You don't look like you would be. Anyways, one of my live viewers used to be a cart pusher like you. But now he's watching my cart work and rooting me on because he knows it's a cult that you're supporting, a cult that protects pedophiles in order to protect your reputation from looking like that of the Catholics. These are the rudest ones that I've come across so far. Yeah. But yesterday, that one lady was pretty fucking rude too, but these are a lot worse. These are the snobbiest ones I've met. They can go to college and sit there and waste major time, but not to study. That's right. This is God's way of sneezing them off properties, public and private. Yeah. Uninspired, all right. Ask them if Jehovah is the only true God. Does that make Jesus a false God? And if so, why do they pray in his name? Wish I could join you. I wish you could join me too. Ask them if they had privilege to go to college or if they think sitting qualifies them. New outdoor Kingdom Hall seats in the photo. They can't respond. What would they say? Do Jehovah's Witnesses have much contact with the public when cart witnessing? No, almost nobody stops to talk to them. And you know what I've noticed is that the only people that actually stop and talk to them are usually the Spanish, and that's because they're studying Spanish and they need Spanish literature. If y'all tuned in yesterday, y'all see that. Gotta love. How they tell people they attend school. Yeah, the theocratic ministry school. You a machine? Go girl. Thanks, Jess. Okay, good. Join or die, they say. It's doomsday cult. Avoid at all costs. They think they're better than you. That's why they're sitting there with their noses in the air. On their tablets, doing God's work. Can you picture Jesus sitting here, sticking his nose in the air, shunning people on his tablet? Yeah. Doesn't say only take the literature? What? Wow. I don't know if that's what you meant, Keith, but I don't see a take free sign either. They're trying to bait me. Have a nice day. Thank you. This is the only way to get a PhD in glutinous maximus glutinous. I think you mean glutinous maximus research. Jehovah's Witnesses are anti-education, anti-higher education, but yet here they are, polluting our campus. Mean, take a card. I just hope they don't have kids that they're shoving this shit down. Because they're gonna shun them like they're shunning me. I bet they probably already have people that they're shunning. So sad that the Watchtower keeps putting out these soulless, compassionless, empty shells of and destroy people's lives. Hi, Dorothy.
Hello.
How are you? Yeah? I got a new sign. Well, depending on how nice or not nice they are, I'll pull out the more aggressive or less aggressive sign. These ones are the most unfriendly I've ever met.
Well, they look friendly to me.
There's the friendly smiles. You'll have to look at my video and see how they put their noses in the air when I said hello. Before I even introduced myself, they have my picture and my information in their phones that they share.
Did you have your sign out when you
No,
said hello?
I didn't. No, ma'am. They just know of me. They know that there's a former Jehovah's Witness who's trying to tell people about their religion who will approach them. So, sadly, well,
I think you have to learn how to deal with people that disagree with you.
oh yeah.
You know, there's an art to it. I mean, we have, as Christians over there, we have a gentleman that calls himself an Orthodox Jewish person that keeps telling us, you're not doing that right, you're not
Oh yeah.
right. That's not what the Bible says, that's not what Hebrews says. Learn to interact with him
Yeah.
without being offensive. You know,
Oh yeah.
There's a way to talk to people without being offensive.
Yep. Yep.
Because, you know, as
Oh, look at
Christians,
here.
our main concern should be someone's eternal soul.
Mm.
You know, not what they look like or whether they disagree with it.
Y'all have a nice day, ladies. Sorry about that.
Because only God can save someone. We can't. And only God can reveal himself to somebody. And only God can reveal the truth to people. No matter if we say this is true or that's not true.
Mm.
You know, it's God that does the work.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we have to keep communication open with people and be willing to dialogue and be willing
right, exactly. That's
to
how
admit we're
I would
wrong.
love to dialogue with these
Yeah.
people, and some of them do, and some of them don't. Like me and you, different. I'm an atheist, and you're a Christian, but yet here we are, friendly with each other every time we see each other, and that's how it should be, right?
Well,
And I enjoy your point of view about things, and I enjoy that you listen to mine, and I feel like most people will be like that, or like that, you know,
well,
unless
to be
they're.
quite honest, I have better rapport with atheist agnostics and the LGBT crowd of all people than I do a lot.
Wow. Yeah, that
Because
makes sense.
A lot of professing Christians don't like to talk about God's judgment, hell. You can recall me if you want, I don't mind.
Okay, thank you.
And they don't like to discuss that, and they say to me, oh no, you're just supposed to tell them about the love of Jesus. Don't say anything else. Don't talk about sin, the disease. And I went to the doctor, and he said, okay, we're going to give you chemo. All your hair's going to fall out. You're going to throw up, lose weight, and it might not cure you, but that's what we're going to do to you. I'm going to say, forget it.
Oh, man.
The doctor took time to say, you've got 10 signs on your body that you're going to die a horrible, painful death in 6 weeks. And I'd say to him, give me the cure.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about sin, judgment to come, and hell is real. There is a place called hell, because if there's a heaven, there's a hell. But the whole idea is to tell people there's a way of escape. God has made a way that you can escape, and it's not through works, it's not through joining any kind of church. It's only through Jesus Christ on the cross, death and resurrection. And that's it, period. So that's what I say. So I appreciate the atheists and the agnostics and the LGBT crowd.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
Because they're people.
Right, yes.
I
Thank
don't
you,
care
thank
if
you.
someone has a bone through
She's
their
right. I mean, we're
nose.
people, we're humans, we have feelings.
I mean, there's a guy
bleed
that had
red.
this tattoo today at McDonald's, and it said death in big letters. Like,
Death?
Death. And most people would say, well, I ain't talking to him. But I went up and I talked to him, and if you read the fine print, it was about his mother dying.
Aww.
And he had the date of her death, and he was 17 at the time.
Oh,
and I talked to him, and he was a nice person, you know? And
thank you for doing that.
and I mean, he's 20 now.
For not being judgmental.
And we had a good conversation.
Yeah.
And he took $1 million, and that's all you can do.
Wow.
So, have a good day.
Thank you, you too. It's always nice to talk to you.
I might have to borrow those boots for the winter.
I call these my apostle boots. These are my apostle boots.
What's them?
Well, I'm an apostate because I
imposter.
left my former religion.
Oh.
So they consider me apostate. But to them, apostate means like Satan, evil, horrible. But it just means you left your former religion. And so on my channel especially, I have the shadow of these boots as my avatar.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well.
Have a good day. How are you doing today? How are you? Wow, so you're just gonna look directly in my face and pretend that I'm not worthy of your hello. This is, can I ask the purpose of this kind of shunning? You think I'm gonna be like, oh, I wish you would talk to me and say hello, so I'm gonna come running back to Jehovah. Do you think you're better than me? Oh God, yeah, that's all you guys know how to say anymore. JW.org, JW.org. Brainwashed, brainless cult members. Please beware the doomsday cult. They don't want you to go to school. So, are you an elder? Or do I need to go to jw.org to find that out? I have 35 live viewers watching you be courageous, loyal to Jehovah. I'm sure he's very proud. look me directly in the eyes and just think that I'm going to be murdered by God, don't you? Do you protect pedophiles in your congregation? Do you go to the police when somebody approaches you about child sex abuse? No? Yeah, you don't look like you would. The way you're looking at me with this self-righteous. The vast apostate army is bringing down the watchtower fast and hard. Your cult is going underground. The children will be freed from your sick, twisted religion. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. I'm a former Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, okay.
You know you're not very approachable. So you're not approachable at all. That's why nobody comes to talk to y'all. I don't know why you keep coming here. I think it's because y'all like talking to the apostate. The mentally diseased apostate who's trying to protect children from the pedophiles in your kingdom hall. They're based. Does he know about Watchtower owning stocks and companies? They disfellowship. You do know that the Watchtower used to be in bed with the UN, right? I'm sure you knew it because you look like you're an elder. You probably know about all the corruption. You probably know this is all a lie, but you're getting something out of it, aren't you? Book. Page 72. If there's not 2 witnesses to a child's sex abuse, then leave it in Jehovah's hands and let the pedophile continue doing what he wants to do. Do you know about the whole pedophiles going door to door? Have you heard of Candace Conti? Does that name ring a bell to you? California? Convicted sex offender, a man who raped his stepdaughters. They knew about it. What did they do? They sent 12-year-old Candace Conti out in service with him alone, for which he took her to his house and raped her repetitively for an entire year. When she was 16, she decided to look up his name again, and she found the database online, public, that he had raped his stepdaughters. And this happened before she got sent with him. The elders knew about it. The elders were questioned, and they are on film. If you look it up, they're on film admitting they knew he was a convicted sex abuser. She won that lawsuit. And that's why you don't carry Bibles anymore. It's not worth printing all that money. You're losing. Your kingdom halls are merging. They're closing. You're dropping down to 2-3 magazines a year. You're going to jw.org. Because you're losing money on all these class action lawsuits, losing millions of dollars. Because you elders know about the sex abuse and you choose to cover it up. And people are coming forward about it. So now you know. Look it up, jwfacts.com. That's where you're going to find the truth about the truth. It's for these fucking drones, I hate them. Oh, thank you, Parker, I love you. Zena, yeah, that's my favorite. Yep. Pedo wrote those rules, that's right. No, they don't carry Bibles. They don't, because they've never been by the Bible. They like to pride themselves and tell everybody, yeah, we everything we do is by the Bible. Hi. But that's flat out lie, just like most of their teachings. Oh, don't go back to work, Parker. Just stay here for an hour. I'm just kidding. Talk to you later. Thank you, Lils. Tell them it may not be happening in their kingdom hall, but it's happening in others. Oh yeah, it's happening all over the world. It's not very busy right now. There's not a lot of people coming. I did this the day before, or last week, and I had people stopping to talk to me, and nobody stopped and talked to you cart pushers. And I even got told by one of the students, well, you are more approachable. They told me that. If an elder is raped, does the two-witness rule still apply? I keep covering the sign with my phone, so I'm gonna... They read my sign, they don't read their sign. Learn Bible truths. That's such a fucking lie. Learn the truth about the truth. How are you? Good, thanks. It's funny. Worldly people are being nice to me. Does it make you feel shameful that worldly people are being nice to me? Oh my God, how can they actually think they're God's people sitting there so self-righteous? Man, guys, the shower needs to get here. I might end the stream and then just come back during lunch because I don't want to make too long of a video. How's it going? Hey. Hi. How's it going? All right. Sorry, I missed you guys' comments. I was holding the sign. How long before their halls merge? SMY and... Sorry, I've missed a lot of comments. It's getting hard to, to go back and catch up. I interviewed Fader yesterday, who was molested by an elder. Oh God, how sad. She took her baptismal questions. Wow. Oh look, there's a police officer. They're probably coming to get me. Just kidding. This is a sad story. One of my commenters just said that he interviewed a Fader, which is a Jehovah's Witness. He interviewed a Jehovah's Witness who's leaving the religion. This Fader, wow, he's so rude. This Fader was molested by an elder when he took her baptismal questions. He was alone. He's been on every assembly since 1976. And that doesn't concern you that you've got rapists and molesters who are giving speeches in your kingdom halls, looking at your children, your grandchildren, taking them out in service, or so you think. Doesn't bother them. They're cool with it. But the vast apostate army is not cool with it. So you will face justice. Thanks, Jeep. Ask him about the flip-flops on the blood doctrine. Yeah. Where diffractions, derivatives come from. Also, the blood doctrine is just a way for you to martyr each other and your children. It's not biblical. The Bible says do not eat blood that's going through your digestive system. Replenishing your blood supply is not eating blood. Just a little education for y'all. Since y'all are on a college campus. Maybe if you sit down on the adjacent bench, their ears will open. Probably waiting for security. They like cleaning windows of the houses they'll own after Armageddon. Yeah. Right? Oh shit, I'm getting a cramp. I think Jehovah's punishing me. How's it going? Okay, it's getting busier. How are you? Hi. I wear a Jesus corpse to the Kingdom Hall and they can't say a thing. Okay. A Jesus corpse? I don't understand. Like a dead body of Jesus or what? Love your work. Talk about Russell went to court for being a sex pest. That's why he left. His wife left him. Watchtower cult, Stacy. God dang, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about Russell, the creator of Jehovah's Witnesses. Trying to scroll back up to see those comments. Tell them. How's it going? Do y'all ever tell people hello when they walk by? No? That's not your thing, is it? Not these worldly people who are going to get killed by God for not being Jehovah's Witness. Stuck up pedophile protecting Jehovah's Witness. How's it going? Hi. Some people don't want anything to do with the controversy. I don't blame them. No, don't go, Lori. Just kidding. Bye, Lori. Thank you for tuning in here. Hustle Russell selling magic wheat scam. I heard about that. They also said we have an internal spirit and we only physically die by our spirits. Especially world people seeking an education, yeah. Ask them if they are counting their time. Oh, we know they're counting their time. We know that, don't we? That's the only reason they're out here. Brownie points with the leaders. How's it going? When it gets busier, I'll just kind of walk around and educate people. Is it okay for Mr. Elder to strongly encourage a spouse to stay in a violent, abusive marriage? It's okay to have the shit beaten out of you before interviewing? That's pretty sad, Dave. It is really sad. They do that. Batman Matrix messaged me saying, don't throw the banana boxes away. What the fuck? What, Nigel? What is that? Is Batman Matrix a witness or ex-witness? I'm so confused about that video. Come on, leave that brother alone. He's probably scanning the passerby for a young one. Ugh, this is not the truth. Coffee is good, though. Fulfilling part of prophecy about losing natural affection by shunning. Is that prophecy? All right, yeah. How are you? Good, thank you. I find the JW's refusal to even engage bizarre, completely unreasonable, and really don't know what the strategy is trying to achieve. You guys are helping my cause big time because I've got a lot of Bible students who watch my streams and they see how y'all act and they don't want anything to do with you. The Fader recently divorced her raised in the truth husband who had been repressing his sexual orientation. Jesus. The information is out there. If you choose to stay with the cult watchtower, you are party to the pedophile problem. Yeah, okay, Cult Life, this is really good information. The information is out there that I'm telling you. If you choose to stay in this cult and refuse to do your research, you are part of the pedophile problem. It is not hard to do a simple Google research and find out that what I'm saying is true. But you choose to continue to allow the children in your own congregation, probably your own grandchildren, to be abused sexually by the people in your cult. It's horrifying. But you know what? If you ever decide to get out, you know where to find us. Hi, Caroline. I always get embarrassed when you see me doing my unpreaching work. My unpreaching work. My friends know about my work, so How many people have they managed to recruit while on cart duty? They're horrible. They're mean. Like, they don't even, they look, actually, he was looking at me like this. I don't know why they come here. I mean, they don't do anything. They sit on their tablet. Well, it gives me a chance to spread their awareness. How are you? Good. Busy. Working classes and kids and God. Activism. I mean, I got some time, so. Yeah. I believe so, yes. Yeah, yeah. I have to. I'm Okay, bye. Well, guys, I'm sorry. This is going to be kind of a long video again because it's going to get busier as the hour progresses, as lunchtime comes around. All the people, they all walk hand in hand, cult life. That's a good point. They come so they can say they're being persecuted. They don't do anything because they're snookered. Is Armageddon coming before or after the overlapping generations? Man, you guys are having some badass comments. How are you? Cart witnessing is the equivalent of being told to stand in the corner by the watchtower. Ah, Nigel, the things that you say are hilarious. They do look like they're in trouble. They are in trouble. All over the world, they're in trouble. They're being exposed. You guys are lucky. Of all the places you could be doing cart witnessing, you came to where there's a activist who's very active in bringing down your watchtower religion. Well, it's not really religion, it's a book company masquerading as a religion. Mind controlling, destroying lives. You know, there has to be counselors. There's XJW counselors for people who come out of your cult because it's so traumatic for especially for the children who are raised in this thing. Pretty sad. The bloke is probably watching the JW protest at London Excel on. Look up the JW protest at the London Excel. We did a really awesome protest there. Have y'all ever been to International Convention? I have. Okay. That was kind of a snobby thing to say, wasn't it? Sorry. Off topic, but I wonder if they are aware of the Watchtower's United Nations 10-year membership. So, you know, I mentioned the UN and the Watchtower were affiliated. I didn't know that it was a 10-year membership. You should look into that. J-Dumb sat on their asses saying nothing. Doing nothing, and they call that pioneering. Yeah, thank you, Cult Life. Ask them if shunning is better with the dunce cap or on or without, as we stand in the corner for 6 months a year. NGO. Hey, what's NGO? we had to actually preach and open our mouths, but now they can just sit and rest on the bums. I love to see these two losers sitting there accomplishing nothing. All the while hundreds behind them are off to class to improve themselves and do something worthwhile and productive. Todd, excellent. That's pretty tragic. It really is. But this is beautiful, though. This is beautiful. Look at these students. They're going to do something with their lives. And probably none of them are going to allow these people here to stop them from that. Unfortunately, I was not so lucky when I was younger, these people's age, I gave in, or I succumbed to the love bombing and the lies that they told me. And I stopped going to school so I could pioneer because the end was so close. And then I found out about all the corruption. And then the cartoons came out trying to indoctrinate my children. And that's when I woke up. Caleb and Sophia. Those are satire. They're satire. Nobody tell their kids that. No religion on earth would be like, you can't play with that toy or you're going to make Satan happy and Jehovah sad. It's disgusting. If you show your family that, then you're disgusting. I was, because I let my kids watch it before I realized. Hi. They got some eyeballs whenever they heard me saying disgusting. Some people were like, oh, maybe we need to go save those damsels in distress. I admit they have boring sex. Watchful alert, yeah. And after so long, missionary is not, I guess, exciting. I don't know. Hi. Maybe that's how they stay. It's I wonder who's holding the remote control that is controlling those robots. I'll tell you, it's a seven creepy old rich men in New York. How are you? Oh, she's protecting them. Hi, I'm Stacy. Ask him if they just felt handling dating couples at this point. Fresh meat gatekeepers. It's not. Did I say 7? Oh yeah, I meant to say 8. She's associated with them. She knows about them. Oh. How can I inject my apostasy? Blah, blah, blah. Kiss herring or kiss staring or whatever your name is. Thank you for watching. Shoot. My name's Stacy, by the way. Sorry. You don't have to be scared of me. I'm an activist. I just bring awareness to a lot of the things that have gone wrong in the organization. Because I used to be Jehovah's Witness. I used to be nursing too. I overheard you say that you're in nursing. I used to do nursing, but I ended up dropping out to pioneer with the Jehovah's Witnesses. You do know that they heavily pressure people not to do higher education because the end is so near, is what they say. Well, the activists are mostly abuse cover-up that's happening, and there's class action lawsuits. If you just Google like Australian Royal Commission, Canadian class action lawsuits. Really just Google Jehovah's Witnesses, and the lawsuits that are coming up around the world. I have a lot of really close friends who were raised as Jehovah's Witnesses and were sexually abused by people in the congregation, and the elders knew about it, but they didn't go to the police. because the elders have a book called Shepherding the Flock, and it tells them if there's not a second witness to the abuse, then to sweep it under the rug, to leave it in Jehovah's hands. And so the pedophile doesn't get reported to the police. And so there's been investigations all over the world where they uncovered that there are a lot of known pedophiles in a congregation, but the police weren't aware. And so, you know, we go out and we tell people, hey, this needs to stop. This 2-witness rule that's in the Elders Handbook, it needs to be removed because children are being harmed everywhere. And then they're being shunned. Once they decide to leave the religion, they get shunned. Like, I'm shunned because I left the religion for my children. So, yeah, that's all I'm doing. So, I'm not like a disgruntled, like, not like, you know, people like to think of people who leave the church and then speak out about it as like evil, mentally diseased, and all this stuff. But we're not. We love the Jehovah's Witnesses that don't know about all this corruption. We know that they're sincere. I was sincere when I was in, you know. And so, yeah, we just spread awareness. And then sometimes we come across people who are really, you know, rude to us for our activism. And then I have no shame in telling everybody that, you know, there's a lot of corruption. So, but thank you for listening. I appreciate you listening. Yeah, good luck with your studies. She was really sweet. She listened to me. Not about the victims at all. How is it not about the victims? But anyway, I got to. Yes, Kiss Herring, I'm sure it is. Thanks for watching. Come back next time. Awesome job, Stacy. You're killing them. I bet those 2 sitting on the bench feel about 2 inches tall. Yeah. Good question, Dave. What is Faring doing this to help bring down this cult? It's almost lunchtime, so how are you? Good, thanks. That girl looked really shocked, didn't she? She looked almost kind of scared that I was talking to her, but confused that I wasn't being mean to her. Look at them. This is the cart ministry now. This is what it's come to. Good. They can't steal people. Yes. Okay, so I used to be one, so I kind of know the insides and the outsides. Yeah.
I know a couple people. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, not the. They were part of a church. They got had some bad experiences, and they're finding Christianity and don't want to be associated.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses who end up finding other religions. Mm-hmm. A lot of us end up, you know, being like more free thinkers, I guess you could say it. And but so some of us want to do activism to spread awareness about it because I know a lot of people very close to me who've had their lives ruined by child sex abuse that was covered up.
That was one of the things that my I'd say he's a friend. He was more a classmate before me. So,
really?
Yeah.
I'm live streaming. I hope you don't mind. I won't get if you don't want me to.
Texas is a single consent party. Doesn't matter what I say. You can do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know. I mean, I knew it was okay on campus, but that's cool.
Yeah. It's, you know, oh, you should ask, but really it doesn't matter.
Well, I do it out of courtesy whenever
out of
somebody's
courtesy,
like
yeah.
really nice like you. So
Yeah.
for them, I'm like, well, they're being rude to me, so I'm.
Yeah, yeah.
But
is it just do you think it's a problem with all religion, or is it just?
I mean, that's a really good point. That's a good point. This one is a high control group because they control everything that you do, from the movies you watch, the toys your kids play with, to the positions you have in the bedroom with your husband or wife.
I know what you're talking about. It's not always Jehovah's Witnesses. What do you feel about Mormons?
Yeah, Mormons.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jehovah's Witnesses, originally they broke off from I think it was the Seventh-day Adventists. Yeah. So they are like a branch off of them. So they're both cults. I personally don't know as much about Mormons as I do about them. Of course, I do have a Mormon Bible and I do talk to them and stuff. But I mean, not to join, but just to get an understanding of different religions and stuff.
Oh no, what was it? Usually, I'm not a really pious individual.
Oh.
Do you want to sit down or something?
Yeah, sure. You want to sit? Do you mind right here? Okay.
Particularly a pious individual.
Yeah. Just get my. I'm snagging on that. There's ropey people here. Anyways, so yeah, started doing the activism.
No, do you have a problem with all religion, or is it just, doomsday sex cults?
I have a problem with any religion that tries to control a person's life in a negative way, I guess. I mean, I understand there's some religions that will...
Because, I'm pretty open about religion, so go ahead and say whatever you
me
want.
too. I love learning about religion. So, I have 31 people watching. You want to say hi?
Sure. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Some that I appreciate, like the ones that go out and do humanitarian works. Like they go out and feed people and.
Yeah, because I still think religion has an important role in society, and I think there's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because my friends, we have a thing called legalized full auto gay weed, and it's
interesting. What's full auto?
Weapons. It's just not. It's not a place for a government to. And whatever you do, it's just not government's place. Now, I do believe in social control, so that would be like. Religion saying, hey, you know what? Probably not only what you think, but maybe you should smoke it.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah. I'm not a big advocate for narcotics or what the DEA perceives as a schedule 1 drug, but it's not the government's place. But it's social. It's usually why I find religion's okay for the most part. If I had to pick one, I'd say Christianity is probably my favorite. But most of my beliefs don't align with Christianity, and I wouldn't want to say that I'm a part of them just for their sake, because I'm not a radicalist, but a lot of my views on Christianity and God are more brutalist.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm very intrigued by what people believe and everything. But yeah, I'm a full-blown atheist. Like I said, I still like to.
Are you the agnostic atheist or the I'm angry at God atheist, or?
I don't know I don't really like to distinguish that, because like if somebody were to prove to me, hey, God, there's proof. I found proof. Okay, I believe it, but I'm not going to worship
skeptical.
it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And then, of course, like a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses, especially, their God is so tightly intertwined with the Watchtower, which is the people who print these magazines and make the rules, that a lot of us, once that's thrown out, God goes out with it. And a lot of us become atheists. But like I said, there are a lot of other Christian and
I know
like
some
other.
Guys, other than the ones who were molested, one of them were like
so sad.
Yeah, well, they're tough guys and they got over it. I'm not saying that you have to, but it takes a lot. But I know some I think it was like 12-point Calvinist or something like that. There was a number of points. I forget what the number was, but they were Calvinist, and they realized, maybe this stuff isn't that great. And then now they're not angry at God atheists. They're agnostic, and if there's proof. I guess that
would be me then, agnostic, not angry.
Yeah, because
what would be an angry at God atheist? Wouldn't that be someone who just doesn't want to believe in God because they're mad at him or something?
Yeah, it's a phrase my friend. Yeah, because I can talk to anybody in the church. I think church and Jesus is fine, and the fact that Jesus was a person, I think is fine. I don't know. It's just I think usually when somebody says they're an activist and religion is mind control, I'm like, do you hate all religion? Do you hate some? Do you hate the mind control aspect?
I mean, I don't hate. I just hate that mind control. How are you? Good. I'm Stacy.
Stacy, okay.
Kind of happy.
Oh, yeah, nice to meet you.
Countering the
Nice
J
to meet
dubs.
you. Yeah.
What's that?
Kind of happy to see someone countering the J dubs.
Are you happy? Awesome. Yeah. A lot. Not enough people do it because when they go up against the Jehovah's Witnesses, most of us are ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, so we know from the inside what it's like. And so we get shunned, we lose our families, we lose our friends. I've already lost everybody. So now I'm speaking out for the people who are still in but don't want to be, but they're terrified to lose their loved ones. And like I've been telling him, and the shunning is another big issue.
Yeah,
the child sex abuse that's been covered up. I'm live streaming. I've been recording since I started my protesting. So there's a lot of child sex organizations, but in the Jehovah's Witness organization, they have a written rule that states if there's allegations of child sex abuse and there's not a second witness to it, then leave it in God's hands. They don't go to the police, they leave it in God's hands. How often is there going to be a second witness to a child molestation or rape? I mean, it doesn't happen, it happens in secret. So if the says, so-and-so, and then they're like, oh, well, we want to make sure you're not lying, so you need a second witness. If there's no second witness, then they don't go to the police. So in Australia, this is where, I think this is kind of where it started spiraling, like the truth started coming out. In Australia, the Royal Commission did an investigation into different organizations to find out how well they're protecting their children. And they came to Jehovah's Witnesses and they found a list, 1,008 pedophiles that did not get reported to the police, and over 2,000 victims. And so they kept record of this, but they kept it secret. So huge lawsuits all over, millions of dollars. And then now people started coming forward in Canada about their abuse. A class action lawsuit. You know how many people have to come forward for one of those to open up? Thousands of people. California, now in Europe, there's just lawsuits all over. And so they're going under. They've got their kingdom halls are having to merge because they can't afford it. They don't even carry Bibles anymore because they're too expensive. I actually got it on video the other day. I have a YouTube channel. You have to look it up.
Okay. What was it, by the way, the channel?
Stacy Lopez.
Lopez? Oh,
Yeah.
You have a New York shirt on. You from the north? Or?
Oh, no. I actually got this when I went to do a protest in New York.
Oh, okay.
So I thought today was a fitting day to wear it.
Oh, you a Texas resident, or are you going to
Yeah.
Tech? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a student here.
No, I just came from New York. I just went down to
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of do that sometimes, just whenever I have time, and then I'm meeting up with other activists. We'll go hang out somewhere, and then like we went to Phoenix, and then we were like, hey, let's do some activism, and so we went and did some activism, and then but I just came back from England. There was a protest over there at International Convention of Jehovah's Witnesses in England. So yeah, I mean, the truth is coming out, and so. The reason I do this is because I've been having people email me and message me, thanking me, saying thank you for exposing this cult. Like, they desperately want their families to wake up, to wake up from this mind control, because it's a high control group. They control every aspect of your life. And then, like I said, the corruption. If you do anything wrong, you get cut off from your loved ones. There's the rate of suicide amongst Jehovah's Witnesses and ex-Jehovah's Witnesses is astronomical. Like it's one of the highest. If you look it up, there was an article that came out recently about Jehovah's Witnesses having the highest rate of suicide amongst religious organizations. It's really sad. So I'm thinking about helping out with the suicide prevention walk for cult survivors. So.
Okay. Cult survivors. Where are the Jehovah's Witnesses? Are they in Utah? Or am I thinking about
No.
No, those are Mormons, yeah.
Do you do work with people who left Islam, or?
I follow one or two on YouTube, but I haven't personally gotten into any of it like locally or online. I mean, I'm not against getting involved with that. It's just. I mean, I've got 3 kids, I go to school and I work. So, and I know more about the Jehovah's Witnesses than any other religion, but I'm all for ex-Muslim activism, ex-Scientology activism, ex-Mormon activism, any kind of activism that has this kind of a worthy cause to help save people from, the things that Jehovah's Witnesses tell the members is that if you leave, you will be alone completely. And most of them will, especially if they're raised in it, because they're not allowed to hang out with non-Jehovah's Witnesses unless they're studying the Bible.
Gang. A lot of the
Oh yeah.
No, a lot of the stuff you're mentioning is a lot of the things why people join a gang is they don't have a lot of familial relationships, or their entire family's in there and they don't want to leave, and then they leave and they're ostracized, and so they don't come back and they're alone and maybe they blow the brains out. Yeah.
Wow, that's a really good comparison.
Yeah.
It really is. It's exactly like they either kill themselves or they come running back.
Yeah.
And that's yeah.
And even though they know it's maybe it's not the best line of humans are social creatures, so there's a thing called tribalism, which is why we kill each other. Yeah, a lot, just because they're from a different group.
Yeah.
You were an ex-Jehovah's Witness. You said you had 3 kids. Did you have a husband who was in that cult?
My ex-husband, yeah, we did divorce after I left, but he also was not a Jehovah's Witness anymore.
Oh,
so
okay.
thankfully, God, so thankful, because I know a lot of people who struggle with that, with their kids being fed all this indoctrination, you know.
Like public school.
And then, what's that?
Like public schools.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, it's because your kid wakes up at 7. He goes to school at 8, and he stays there till 3. Maybe he does some homework, so he's there till 4. Then he goes to football practice, and that's till 6. He gets home at 7. So he's there for 12 waking hours out of a day, away from his parents, not living from his parents. Well, I guess that can be different with Jehovah's Witnesses, yeah. So I'm not a big fan of public schools.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I think that the social atmosphere is fine. Kids need to socialize, but I don't think it has to be through a public school all the time. But it also doesn't have to be a cult of homeschooled Jehovah's Witnesses either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's very, very, very common for Jehovah's Witnesses to homeschool their children because they don't want that.
Yeah.
Them learning anything else from that.
You don't want any opposing doctrination.
There you go. There you go. And then plus that, they're not allowed to celebrate holidays or anything. So they get
Christmas.
nothing. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So they have to sit outside the classroom whenever there's a party. And that's so sad, you know, like for the kids. And then of course they're not allowed to salute the flag or celebrate birthdays. So if there's a kid has a birthday party and they bring cupcakes, they're not allowed to eat it. Ultimately, what really snapped me out of it was I had already had 2 kids by this time.
How old are your kids, by the way?
My oldest is almost 10.
Okay, so he's past 1st grade, right?
Yeah, he's in 4th grade right now.
Yeah, okay, because I think the cutoff point for a lot of kids their age is that a lot of personality traits are formed finally when they're in 1st grade. So that's
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's why children are very valuable as child soldiers. Like, oh yeah, you haven't gone 1st grade yet. I'm gonna mold you into a,
Right.
Yeah. So that's,
I got out. I'm so lucky I got out on time.
Yeah,
and then
how old are you? If I do mind me asking.
No, you're fine. I'm 33.
Yeah, so usually when people get older, it's harder for people to change their minds. Which is why you can still teach an old dog new tricks, but go ahead and try to convince an old person out of their ways. They won't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
It takes some people longer to realize that.
Yeah, but they started making these cartoons. The Jehovah's Witnesses now have cartoons for
like political cartoons or cartoons for
religious cartoons. They've got the one that snapped me out of my brainwash state was the one that it was nice meeting you.
Yeah. I was saying that you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were leaving. Hi.
Oh,
I'm Stacy.
Nice
I'm live streaming.
Oh,
I hope that's okay.
Right
For you.
on. No, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
What are you watching?
Hello. YouTube.
Oh, okay, sweet.
So, look at this. Look at this. I've got these wonderful people here talking to me, and I'm an activist
Can
against
you
the
tell him
Jehovah's
about
Witnesses.
Jehovah's Witnesses? Because he was unaware of the
I
religious
have
organization.
no idea what this is.
You don't know about the Jehovah's Witnesses at all? So they're a really high control group. Basically, they're a book company masquerading as a religion. But they, geez, how do I sum up the Jehovah's Witnesses in years? So, yeah, they believe that, they're basically, like I said, they're a doomsday cult. They believe the end is coming any day. They believe that since the start of their religion, which was mid-1800s, 1975, they said the end would come. Armageddon would come. People sold their houses, they quit their jobs, came, the end of the world didn't happen. People started offing themselves. And they did that multiple times. Like right off the top of my head, I can't remember how many other dates that they came
did
up
it like
with.
once in 2012, I think.
That was another group. I believe that was.
That wasn't Jehovah.
Yeah, no, that wasn't Jehovah's Witnesses.
I think they did that because of the. Anyway, that doesn't have to do anything with the joke, but I think they did that because of the Aztecs. They had the.
Oh yeah.
The calendar.
What was it?
The weather.
The Mayan calendar, yeah.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, but that wasn't Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it stopped in 2012.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they do believe that the end is here, going to be here any day, and that it's their duty to save people by making them become Jehovah's Witnesses. And so they raise their kids to become Jehovah's Witnesses, and if anybody does not want to be one anymore after being one, they get shunned, and basically they believe that they'll be destroyed, whether they're good people or not. I'm advocating against the child sex abuse that goes on and gets covered up, against the shunning that's causing suicides amongst the Jehovah's Witnesses, but they still see me as a horrible person just because I left. And like all my friends that were like so close to me, my friends, my family, haven't talked to me in 5 years. They haven't even asked why I left.
So you're not even your family? Like, so you're talking about like your mom?
Well,
your dad,
no, I got lucky. I got lucky that my dad never became fully a Jehovah's Witness, so he doesn't have to shun me. My mom, well, she passed away. Awesome, thank you. yeah, I'll help her in my activism. Very cool. So most of my close friends now are ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and they are shunned by their mothers, their fathers, their brothers, their sisters. They haven't seen their family. If they walk into a grocery store and see their own mother, I've heard this so many times from people just devastated.
And
they'll turn around and walk away, even if it's been years.
And so the call is basically like, what are they going to do differently than a regular human being that's going to makes them seem like they're going to be saved if they just go do something, if they join this cult?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, so this is a doomsday cult, right? So
Yeah.
they have, so they're like, hey, look, end's coming, join this cult. What are they saying? Are they saying, we're going to save you from everything, you won't get hurt, only people that don't? Or are they saying, like, hey, no, we just know, like, I just don't understand. Like,
Yo, you got it right on the head. Like,
so they're gonna say, they're gonna be like, hey, yeah, they say that's unhuman-like. So like,
it is. It really is. It lacks human compassion, just like the shunning of the family.
like you can't now a doomsday. Like, what are they saying? What's
Doomsday,
the end?
meaning that.
Yeah, it's gonna be the end. Like,
Right. Right. Everybody's going to get killed. I remember stories in the children's Bible story books. They have pictures of asteroid fire coming and like and they teach that they're going to have to clean up the dead bodies and all that kind of stuff.
It's okay to believe that, you know, but like, but it's another thing to shun people that don't believe that.
Exactly. Yes.
You know, like that's like, all right, dude.
And
like,
they'll lie.
We did that to you guys.
Yeah.
You know?
They'll lie. They'll tell you face, no, we don't do that because only God judges hearts. But they do that to former members, and they do believe that because I was one once, and I used to believe that. Like, I will admit, when I was a Jehovah's Witness going door to door, and somebody like shut the door in my face, I used to think, oh, I can't wait to find out that I was right, you know, and that's what they think, and it's horrible. It's horrible to think that. That's not me, who I am as a person, to feel that way. It's heavy mind control, brainwashing, you know. So
and a lot of religions do that. And it's not. Some of it's just not on purpose, but I mean, what it sounds like is like, what is their end goal? What are they getting at if they get money?
So they have leaders. The leaders are in New York. There's 8 of them.
What is that? Why is New York? Like, why they?
That's where their headquarters are. They have branches. New York City or Warwick, New York.
Okay. Yeah.
So they have headquarters there. Huge, like, compound, right? These leaders are rich. They do JW broadcasts, and you can see them wearing Rolex watches, but yet the rank and file are window washers, toilet scrubbers. They're
So basically the
Those, the rank and file, they are the ones donating money, and they'll say, oh, but we don't go around with a collections plate. They have a box in the front, but they do. They for the members, they make them pledge to donate a certain amount.
So what happens is these higher ups are sitting there
It's a pyramid scheme.
Hey, so look, we're gonna protect you. We're gonna do all this. You're gonna be wealthy and everything, and whatever.
And not even that, because you know why? The reason why they say do not pursue higher education, the end is so close, it's going to be a waste of time. Get an easy job.
Wait, they really say this?
Yes,
Oh,
I can show you. If you give me your email, I can send you the video of their leaders saying that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And so they don't want you to come here, get an education, because the end could be here tomorrow. But the leaders know that it's a scam, and they are the ones benefiting from it. It's extremely corrupt. They're rich. They're so rich. But then in Africa, you got these Jehovah's Witnesses who are going to their meetings in bare feet and crossing swamps and stuff, and they think they're doing it for God, but they're doing it for the governing body. They call them the governing body, the ones in New York City. Yeah. Unbelievable.
So they're like, yeah, man. So what they're doing is they're taking a really big fear in people.
Yeah.
As much as you want to say you don't fear death or anything like that, people do, and in some way some people fear death less than others, and some people don't.
They're businessmen first.
Yeah.
Businessmen. Yeah. That's
exactly.
I should say it's opportunists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so they just they saw a big fear, and they're just making money off of people's fears, which is oh my god, that sucks. That's a complete opposite.
Do you mind holding this?
Yeah.
While I just you can record. I need to write a bunch of these out whenever I do my campus protests. Yeah. So that just contact me there, and I could send you some.
Yeah, right on.
Stuff. Hey guys. Yeah, there's just a lot of information on there. So.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this was even going on.
Yeah.
At all.
Right. Yeah.
I've had people come door to door, like we're talking about religion, and I was basically just like, hey, look, I respect your deal,
Yeah.
I don't know. No one knows. And
Yeah.
if you claim you know, you're a liar. No one knows.
Oh yeah, what's gonna happen? The sun might explode before anything else happens.
Really, who?
Or we might all kill pollution or something. I don't know.
And that's crazy. I had no idea this was going on.
Yeah, but you know what's creepy is that they come to your house, and if you talk to them, and if you didn't say, well, even if you said don't come back, they're writing down your information. They're writing down what you look like, what you talked about, your house number, and what they've seen outside. Because I used to do that. That's what we were taught to do. We were taught to jot down every detail about the people we spoke to out in the ministry, so that we could mold. Huh? Yeah.
That's definitely vague.
And so they have my pictures that they spread around to all of the witnesses that come out here. Because when I walk up here and I'm not holding a sign or anything, and I say a friendly hello, they shun me. If I've never met them in my life, they shun me. That's how I know they've got, my picture and everything. I'm gonna write another one for if you guys ever want to eat.
Well, hey, I gotta go. It's super nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
that was awesome. What was your name again?
Mike.
Mike? Okay,
Yeah, nice
Stacy.
to meet you, Stacy.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
This is all super eye-opening. I had no idea about. Did you know about this?
Yes.
Oh wow. Well, I'm behind. Hey, it's nice seeing you.
Yeah, thanks so much for talking.
Okay, I'm Jared.
Nice to meet you, Jared. Well, you guys have a good day and good luck with all this.
Thank you so much.
Even exist.
Yeah.
Hey,
Awesome.
They would shun these people.
Okay. Stacy. If you ever want to contact me or watch this you can watch this video right now. Actually, if you pull it up,
How long has it been since you left the cult?
5 years.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Were you in the cult since birth?
No. Well, it was a little complicated. So my mom, she studied the Bible back when they studied the Bible. She studied with them. Yeah, on and off. So I was raised with some of the beliefs. I knew to pray to Jehovah. I knew that holidays were bad, but we did them anyways. We would go to the church meetings very seldomly. But when I was 18, I succumbed to the love bombing, which is what they use on people to bring them in. Love bombing.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they make you feel so wanted and loved and like that sense of community. And oh, here's that for you. If you wanna, yeah, and so yeah, and then I got baptized, and once you get baptized, it's all downhill from there. They gotcha, you know.
What is the love bombing? It sounds like a
Big chemical
positive
they put in the
hippie
air.
experience.
Yeah, just put
Yeah.
LSD through the shower or what? Yeah.
You know, basically, like you go to the Kingdom Hall for the first time as a Bible student, somebody's Bible student.
Okay.
Everybody will rush to you and they'll shake your hand and they'll be like personal interest, like, oh, wait. And you know, like tell us about your life and your pain and
Now, are these people trained or are they just?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The love bombers are trained.
yeah.
Okay, so they're sociopaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of things have changed since I left. They've become a lot more hard,
Strict or yeah.
strict, cold.
Yeah. I assume their stance on tattoos isn't.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine.
But
you
it's
got
funny
those-
because yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you got this within like the last 5 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually got this one within the last week.
Hmm.
Oh, guys, look at my bee, my bumblebee. I got one on my back that says "free as a bird" that I got right as I left the cult.
Okay.
It's a Leonard Skinner song.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the Amish? Because they're kind of similar.
I don't know a lot about them. The similarities there, I feel like, are
I mean,
particularly with the headquarters of Jehovah's Witnesses, because they have their own crop fields and their own like factories and everything like that.
Usually when people leave the Amish cult, they're also shunned.
Oh yeah, and it's all part of the cults, I believe. Have y'all talked to anybody yet?
No.
How's it going?
Yo, I see y'all out here like all the time. What do y'all do?
I was just.
Oh no, he's just
kept
holding a
going
sign
over,
for me.
And I just felt like holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. It's good to see you again, man.
Yeah. What's your name? Is Matt, right?
Yes, sir.
Matt.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Hi,
What's your
I'm
name?
Stacy.
Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
nice to meet you.
So, I'm just here listening to her. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm an activist against.
What are we?
I'm a former Jehovah's Witness, and so now I spread awareness about the corruption that happens within the organization, such as the child sex abuse cover-up, the shunning of victims, the shunning of people who leave the religion or who make mistakes. Shunning is understandable if somebody is a toxic person in your life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna sit down for this. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm live streaming. Hope you don't mind. This has been amazing. I've been like so many people have been so friendly and so nice and like talking to me and everything. But yeah, I mean, shunning. You know, if somebody's hurting you, or somebody's a bad force in your life or something, I get it. But if somebody doesn't share your religion, it's cruel. Especially if that person's your daughter, your son, your mother, your father.
That's a little sketch factor. You know, the Latter-day Saints do the same thing.
Yeah.
Scientologists fucking kidnap you.
Well, you know the Leah Remini show, right? The Scientology in the Aftermath.
Yeah.
I believe she's going to do the next episode she does is going to be Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh,
You gotta keep your eye peeled for that.
Phenomenal show.
It is. It really
I
is.
really like it. And there's really crazy people.
Mhm. Yeah, it really is. I mean, the Jehovah's Witnesses are not too much different than Scientology.
I haven't really done a lot of research on them, so I can't speak with these.
Differences between Scientology and
Jehovah's
Jehovah's Witnesses is that Scientologists are typically rich, but mainly just the leaders of Jehovah's Witnesses are rich.
I would argue contrary to that.
Yeah?
I would argue that a lot of their beliefs are the same, but Scientology is monetarily based.
Yeah.
Whereas I really don't know what Jehovah's Witnesses get up to, but the more money that you give to the Church of Scientology, the higher you or elevating within entirely.
Right, yeah.
It's kind of like a prosperity gospel in the Southern Baptist Church, which I grew up in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was not a pleasant experience. I was asked to leave. I pulled some shenanigans when I was like 14. They didn't like that too much.
You what? When you were 15?
Yeah, you might want to move your backpack,
Oh.
bro. It's kind of, oh, thanks. That spilled stuff on. Wait, was that mine?
I don't know. I
Okay,
didn't have one, so yeah, I think it was yours.
Okay. Just like, okay,
We're all friends here. It's
This is
fine.
great. Yeah.
another transmissible. Let's go.
I'll try to read the comments too as they come in. That so it's like there's not 4 of us here. There's 33 of us here. Because they're with us, so most of the elders and upper members got money. Yeah.
What is that? Just acting like he's got tuberculosis.
Yeah.
I've done so many hilarious things on the camera, so no worries. So it's like a pyramid scheme, right? Is basically what you're saying? Because they're like a pyramid
Scientology?
scheme.
Yes, that seems like a pyramid scheme to me. It's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. The sad thing is about Jehovah's Witnesses is that the rank and file do not know about this stuff that goes on. And it's as easy as a simple Google search. But they're instructed to stay away from anything that talks about Jehovah's Witnesses that's not taken from jw.org.
Oh, see, that's
That's bias, right? I mean,
that's a little bit more than bias. It's classic misinformation campaign. You try and only me.
There you go.
Everybody else is spreading false news.
Yep.
And you can
oh
take.
my God, so true, yeah.
Indoctrination. Yep.
Well, I mean, you could take that to be in line with authoritarian dictators, right? You go look at North Korea, Kim Jong-un. He tells his people that you trust only me and the state news sources and the state internet, and everything else is false. That's kind of a autocratic viewpoint.
Yeah.
If that is
Exactly.
what goes on. Like I said, I don't really know much about them. Any
Yeah.
expertise.
Next time I come out here, I'm gonna bring a tablet because I can show you from their website proof that they're a cult. You know, and they deny being a cult. But that's exactly what you just said. They've got article after article about that. Avoid apostate. Anything that's against their beliefs is apostate literature. And an apostate, I mean, somebody who leaves their former religion.
Yeah.
And but they will tell the members, avoid apostate literature, and to keep them from finding out the truth, you know?
Well, I mean, who are you as either a church member or, you know, just a corporeal human being to dictate to me how I should talk to the magic man in the sky? This is why I left organized religion to begin with. And some stuff in Sunday school, but that's a whole nother story.
You got kicked out of that too?
I called the Sunday school teacher an old biddy that teaches the Hitler Youth. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get started holding it.
Okay, awesome.
It was a capricious young lad, if you will.
A capricious young lad.
Troublemaker, if you will.
Where's the Jehovah Witness, forward operating base for Texas?
Forward operating base.
Yeah. I wanted to
Like
say FOB, but you didn't know what FOB was, and that's just where's their home base at? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. For Texas, they don't have a home base for Texas. They only have home bases for, that's funny saying home base, headquarters, or not headquarters. Branches.
Yeah.
So, since the headquarters is here in the States, it's in Warwick, New York. And that's the one here.
That's the.
But they got Kingdom Hall. Yeah, that's the capital. They got Kingdom Halls and all these little towns. So I think there's like 5 here in Lubbock. But in every country, or not every country, but every country that allows Christian religions, they have a branch. But the Russian In Russia, they actually got banned as extremism.
Now, did they get banned in Russia in the 70s? Like
no, that just recently, like a couple years ago.
Okay. I know when Russia was still called the Soviet Union, they just didn't like religion at all. Yeah, they banned every other religion too.
Oh yeah. Right.
Russia.
What they did was, for the description of extremism, I think they removed like murder or something, and then Jehovah's Witnesses fell right into that extremism category. And so they're banned in Russia just recently as extremists because of the shunning, because of they refuse blood transfusions even for their children. Many times the government has to go in, take temporary custody of a child to save its life from its parents.
This government?
Huh?
This government does that?
Yeah. They have to go through the court, obviously, and like determine, like a child's about to die, this child needs a blood transfusion. The parents are refusing based on religious beliefs. They'll have to go in there and they'll take temporary custody in order to save the child. Because the parents will just let them die because they think, oh, well, Jehovah wants us to let this child die and the child will be resurrected in the new system. That's what they call it.
They're also against contraception, right?
No, depending on what kind it is. I think that's Catholics, right? Catholics.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Preventative measures for pregnancy.
Right.
It seems like they would be against it if they wanted to grow their religion.
I know, yeah. Recently they put out that encouraged women to have more babies so that they don't spend too much time meddling in people's affairs. Literally it said that. I was blown away. Meddling in other people's affairs. Basically gossiping, so have kids so you'll be busy doing that instead of gossiping.
You should stay in the home and raise your children.
Barefoot,
That
pregnant.
really doesn't seem like a good idea.
No, it doesn't. And it's sad because there's a lot of women who can't have kids.
But that doesn't make sense.
Or families that can't have kids. Sadly, a lot of people also avoid getting married or avoid ever having kids, even if they really wanted kids, because they think that the end is so close, they need to focus on the ministry only.
What?
And drop out of school too, like me. I did.
Members of Jehovah's Witnesses.
It's a doomsday cult.
Yeah, the doomsday cult part. He's like, wait, what?
Yeah. I wasn't aware of the doomsday portion of Jehovah's Witnesses. More radical branches of the sect of Christianity. Christians.
If you really think about it, like every couple of years,
bad
there's
Mormons
somebody
are. I
that
think
says
they're okay.
it's about to go.
Yeah, I'm still learning about that too. I am part of an ex-Mormon group on Facebook, so I kind of see some of their posts and their heartbreaking posts and stuff. So I know.
One of my friends who is one of the atheists who isn't angry at God likes Mormons because he thinks it's okay for the social control to raise some of the stuff that they haven't gone into. Gone to Mormon Bible.
Cats that did
Tried raising like any other Bible religious text they got to their house.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm
2000.
gonna be bored if I try to read mine.
If you enjoy your religion, you'd be out talking about it.
Can you see us?
Quietly.
Yeah. Or they were sitting here for the first hour on their tablets because I was standing right there. But, these ones see, let me just clarify. I'm not mean to them.
Oh yeah, I know you.
But
want
when-
to see how nice you are, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But when they start showing how like horrible of a person they can be to another human, I get a little bit more abrasive. But I'm still not like it. It's really not hate speech. So I just had someone on here complaining that I was just doing hate speech. I'm like, it's not hate speech. I just
Hate speech is.
yeah, I have to classify that. Like, I've had them call the police on me several times. Well, I didn't have them, but I mean, they've called the police on me so many times. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see there's one instance where they called 3 times in one day, and the cops kept having to come. And they're like, she's not doing anything wrong. You don't have to answer. Yes, and so they started getting frustrated and kind of like looking at me like, you're the rational one, please stop talking to them. And I'm like, God, no, I can't. They need to leave.
They're wasting state resources.
Exactly. Let's see what people are saying. Maybe I get them. Oh, they're talking to each other.
What do you think was your
my viewers are talking to
me. What do you think was your big epiphany moment when you realized, oh yeah, this is horrible? Or was it just kind of a seed that was always there and it kept growing?
I mean, there was sort of a seed that sort of. I think there were some doubts that were suppressed that all came up once that moment happened.
Yeah,
and that moment happened when I told you about the cartoons. Did I tell you just now?
I think you said something about the cartoons, and then we went off on a tangent. Refresh me if you would, please.
Well, okay, so they have Caleb and Sophia as the name of the cartoons.
Okay.
And they're aimed at indoctrinating children. So the first one that came out, it was about a little boy who brought home this little wizard toy. He's all excited because his friend gave him a wizard. And the mom says, "Where'd you get that toy?" And then she sits him down and she's like, "Who likes magic? Jehovah or Satan?" And he's like, "Satan." Basically, she says, you know, do you want to make Satan happy or Jehovah? Or do you want to make Jehovah sad? And so that's like guilt over a toy.
Yeah, and it's a child. Yeah, that's how you doctrinate.
And mind you, I was very brainwashed. I was very deep in this, so it took some time still. It still took me like a year before I fully woke up. But that cartoon, and I did let my kids watch it, like a lot. But then the more they watched it, the more it kept pounding into my brain, like, holy shit, I can't be this mom. I can't be that mom. It's almost satire how awful it was.
It's cool.
Yeah, and then
they want to change somebody's mind. It's indoctrination. That's word of the day, by the way. That's how you make people not want to do things without passing any legal, without passing definite.
What they do to kids so that kids can say, no, I don't want this blood transfusion. That's happened so many times. They have an article, they have a watchtower putting on high these children that martyred themselves for the faith by refusing blood.
Yeah, I don't see how children can do that by themselves.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then some of their cartoons, there was one where the girl comes home from school and she says her friend has 2 mommies, and then the mom sits her down and tells her why that's bad, and her friend's parents won't make it into the new system unless they break up. Yeah, and
you're right.
Right, and then there's one where a little girl is excited with her. She's got ice cream money, and then the mom guilts her into donating it to the church. Yeah. So I mean, these are cartoons that they actually put out, and so yeah, they're digging their own grave, really, with their own literature.
Yeah, what kind of stuff did they teach you outside of the religious stuff? What did they teach you about history? Did they just teach you normal school stuff, and then on top of that, they gave you Jehovah's things?
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah, would they go through like, oh, World War II, this is how it happened?
Like the homeschooling part of it?
Yeah. Or was it just?
Yeah, I think they would mix it together because they believe that Jesus was thrown out of heaven right before the First World War.
Oh, okay.
And that's when everything started.
Did you say right before the First World War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not Jesus. Oh my God. Wait, yeah. I don't know. It's been so long now. I don't even remember. But that's whenever
something you want to
he was made into the. Hey guys, can y'all help me out with this? I can't believe I'm butchering this.
Well,
let's see what they say.
Staggering level of ignorance that blinds me with its stupidity.
It's sad. Oh, to Kansas?
There was like some gold tablets involved in Illinois.
Oh yeah, the Mormons.
He murdered somebody, and he was a rapist, and they ran off to Salt Lake City and did their own thing, and it was a big shit show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's true, huh?
I don't think they. I think they call people who weren't practicing Mormonism Gentiles, but Gentiles just means non-Jew. But Mormons aren't Jewish, but they don't consider themselves Christian either.
Yeah, it's so confusing.
Yeah.
Which one is it where they believe that the Earth, where they'll get their own planet? Is that Scientology?
That's
Mormonism?
Really? Oh, okay.
They have magic underwear as well.
I heard about that. Oh my God.
It's a little weird to me.
Magic underwear. I never heard that.
It's a little, it protects their virginity or something.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
It's like a mesh white gown that they have to wear under their clothes.
It's magic underwear.
So I used to think, okay, all these religions are batshit, right? But now that I'm out, I realize they are too. Like, you can't watch Disney movies. Your kids can't watch Disney movies. because it involves magic, and that's inviting the devil into your house. A lot.
I imagine they're not a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons either.
Oh God, no! Not Harry Potter, no Lord of the
Dungeons
Rings.
and Dragons
Ooh.
is the shit.
Absolutely.
No, see, I've never seen it because I was so
it's
under a rock. I was
I give it a very fun creative experience. That's
buying things from garage sales is risky because you never know if the person practiced magic and you're bringing demons into your house. I know.
It's a little judgy.
Yeah. What else, guys? Give me some more ideas of the batshit things.
Penn and Teller, like.
Oh yeah.
Oh. What's their stance on Penn and Teller?
What's that? Smells good.
Penn and Teller.
Oh, it's just my cigarette.
The magicians.
Raspberry.
The atheist magicians, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Atheist.
them. That's not like their selling point. They do other stuff too.
Yeah. They're out of Las Vegas, where they have magic shows. They say it's just illusions and tricks.
Oh yeah.
They tell you it's not real magic. It's the devil's art.
The devil. Well, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses tend to talk more about Satan than anything else. More than they talk about Jesus, more than they talk about Jehovah. Satan. Satan wants you to believe this. Satan put this apostate here on campus.
Tell me what I should do, not what I shouldn't.
Yeah, and
there's a lot more don'ts than there is do's.
If they're okay, so since they talk so much about Satan, in their lyrics to their songs and hymnals be taken and put into a more rock.
Do they have Christian rock bands?
No.
Suggesting Christian
Just
rock.
their hymns.
No,
Well, I don't know. Maybe
saying.
they're
I'm
starting.
saying-
Worst genre of music I've ever heard in my life.
Take their lyrics about Satan and put it in a more recontextualize them in a metal scene.
So you're speaking
It's
of
like the
making
Ghost Band.
Jehovah's Witness metal. That's what you're talking about.
Guys,
I've heard
let's
Alex
please
Jones
make
metal.
Jehovah's Witness metal. Can we do that? I'm sure somebody plays some good metal
I've heard Alex Jones metal.
on here. We got 29 viewers.
Like,
The creator of Dungeons and
It's
Dragons for
actually
Jehovah's
really
Witness. Is that true? I don't know.
Gary Gygax was the name.
I don't know
of
if
that
that's
guy.
true. Mormons only allowed black people
I
to join their religion in 1978.
Yes,
That's
that
another
is
thing with
true.
Jehovah's Witnesses too. I think they.
That is true.
Yeah,
That was
that's
after
crazy.
Nixon, by the way.
What's that?
Oh yeah.
It's after Nixon was going to remove their tax exempt status. They were like, okay, now black people can join.
Oh wow. Oh, Jehovah's Witnesses believe only 144,000 go to heaven, and the rest inherit the earth after they clean up all the dead bodies of the apostates and non-Jehovah's Witnesses.
Fuck that.
Our eyes will get eaten out by
Yeah, robots doing everything.
birds.
I'm not
That's-
about cleaning up a bunch of dead bodies. I'm not about that.
It's kind of a robot
I'm
did.
not about
A
that.
robot.
It's not for everybody. Yep.
Not
There's
about
not going to be any robots because Jehovah's Witnesses can't go to higher education in order to build robots.
Everything they learn is
Not
learned
about
from God, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now what's the difference between Jehovah and God, or is it just a different name?
They believe that Jehovah is God's name.
Where did they get the name Jehovah?
Jehovah actually was made up by I think it was Catholic. No, it was a monk.
It's like a parody.
It was a monk, Spanish monk,
It's a parody on it.
and he came up with the name Jehovah. And this, I can't remember what year it was, but it was in one of their older publications that he made, that he came up with that name.
Okay. He's talking
But
about
they
like,
since destroyed,
it's
stopped,
actually
stopped,
which is a chemical.
yeah, they don't want people to know that that's where the name came from.
Yeah.
But it's like originally like Yahweh, WH
Chalk it
or
up.
YHWH, something like that.
Yeah, I
So
think
Y,
that's-
Tetragrammaton. Tetragrammaton.
I think Yahweh. I think that's Jewish.
Jesus is the mediator to all mankind, but Jehovah's Witnesses only 8 man. Yeah, they believe that those leaders I told you about in New York, those 8
that
men,
kind of
yeah,
behavior.
that they are the mediator between
That occurs.
the Jehovah's Witnesses and God, or Jesus.
I think there's 100%
Yeah, God.
species that have been dominated as legitimate homosexual.
Yeah, you actually.
Crazy.
Have you been here today, right now, at this spot?
Let's see, an hour and 44 minutes.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to wrap it up eventually though, but I don't have any classes for the rest of the day, and it's always nice to see them walk away.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it?
He really simplified it.
How did you get accepted into tech if you were homeschooled by the Jehovah's Witnesses?
No, I wasn't homeschooled, but when I left the church, or I joined after, or like a year after I picked myself back up, it was really hard recovering from leaving everybody and just having your whole world just boom, everything. Yeah. And then I realized one day I need to go back to school because I had dropped out for the religion.
Okay.
When I was 20 or something, 21 or something.
Okay.
So I was 3 semesters deep with a 4.0, and I was gonna go for nursing. But since they're so anti-higher education, and the end is so near, you need to focus on the ministry. So I dropped out.
Before you leave, yeah.
Yeah, I dropped out, and then I got straight Fs. I had to recover that, but at least I wasn't too bad because it was.
I'm not saying you're stupid. Just I don't know how.
That's how you know mind control is real.
Yeah, when they say you can't read certain things.
Yeah, and there's sometimes you don't want to believe that it's false, like for me also, I lost my mom, and so they promised me that I would see her again, and she'd be resurrected, and so like that's a driving force for a lot of people. They don't want to give up that hope of the paradise earth and the resurrection.
It helps a lot of people go to sleep at night knowing that whatever happens, that's where you're going.
Yeah, it really did. Like, so whenever all these predictions of the end of the world happened, I knew, okay, this isn't how the Jehovah's Witnesses said it was going to happen, so this isn't going to happen, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's completely different, No, I've read research on that.
You think it's just going to be some giant... Now I'm just starting to speculate. You think it's going to be like a giant extinction event, or is it going to have the capacity? It doesn't have a determinate date, does it?
Like the end, the actual end?
Oh, no,
I've actually thought about this, and maybe...
I understand what's going on, basically.
Yeah, like we all end up killing ourselves off or something. But I mean, obviously the sun's gonna explode. Sorry, guys. The sun's gonna explode eventually. I just don't know if humanity's still gonna be alive by then or not.
I don't know. That's like.
What do you think, guys?
It's another 4.5 billion years. I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Yeah.
Star,
See what they said. Keep shopping. The Bible is from a God that cannot lie. So. Lure students in and then pull them out of the, see, somebody said the G-dubs are only on campus, so they lure students in and then pull them out of their university educational curriculum, and then that's another life ruined. Yeah. So see, they almost ruined mine, but I came back. Now, mind you, I'm much older than everybody. I've got a lot more on my plate. I've got kids now. Harder. I wish I'd have finished back then, but it's not too late to save other people.
Yeah, it's not. It's going to go to college campuses and just take on freshmen who are just out of state. They've been away from their parents probably for the first time in their entire life.
Exactly.
And so they prey on that weakness of, oh, hey, you need a familial relationship. We can provide that. Should you donate?
Wow, yeah.
You study, by the way?
Good point. Microbiology.
Oh, okay.
And I have a double minor in chemistry and forensics.
Okay, that's a lot.
I know.
Yeah. You a senior or?
Yeah, I'm a senior, but my graduation isn't coming up yet. Oh, look, there's some more J-dubs.
No.
I wonder if they're going to be nice to me.
I doubt it. or what they'll do is
I've never met the girl with short hair.
Sounds like an anti-J-dub thing, that short hair. I don't know why.
It really is. It's a little more edgy, the hairstyle.
Yeah.
And that's why I went with it.
No, I study sociology. That's why the whole.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's why it sounds like a lot like tribalism, but it sounds
Yeah.
like it's a big deal, or it's a
Tribalism.
revelation because it's very new.
The hell insane. He's still talking about. He wants to start a death metal bit.
Oh, it's a fun creative topic talking about how a Christian band would make something that was always viewed as satanic.
Yeah.
So you don't want to listen to Christian rock because they make it fun.
I don't know anything about
You don't like the Christian rock bands, you said?
It's just not my style.
Mm.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah, mine neither.
That would be
They felt left out, so they called backup because Stacy had more. JW can't play professional sports. Oh yeah, they're not allowed to play sports, but yeah, look at Serena Williams. She's a Jehovah's Witness.
Really?
Extreme hypocrite.
Oh wow! I used to like Serena Williams until recently, and then now I don't.
Oh yeah, there's some controversy.
Yeah.
Y'all have a nice day.
Comedy.
Did you say erotica?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They're just gonna go move. They're like flies. One of my viewers said this. They're like flies. You swat them, they fly around, and they come back. Like,
I wrote it because I was pissed off.
I would say they breed about as quick and hurt about as long, but I don't
Yeah.
know. After saying that they.
That's what I moved here.
So what I did was,
hi, Jason.
I took the whole idea of him bringing people to
One of my
God.
friends on here is also trying to go back to school and rebuild. Y'all have a nice day. Thanks for hanging around.
Came close to God. So
I mean,
You know what they're talking about?
I can't really say that you're wrong.
Not how a lot of people get into cults, but that's how a lot of cults get started. Things called charismatic leaders, where if you remove the leader, the cult falls apart.
I'm trying to.
That's what they were based on. That was the first leader. I think there was cult in Seattle, maybe one of your viewers remember. I think it was like Rafiki or Rastafarian.
Rafiki, do you guys hear him? The band is coming up.
I don't think it's Rastafarians. Rastafarians do something else. It was in Washington or Oregon, and what they had done is they had taken salmonella, they put in these little spray bottles, and they would go into the Four Towns buffets, and they'd spray salmonella. So they would get sick, so they wouldn't go in to vote because that cult had gotten enough power to get onto the council. So if all the voters who were sick and couldn't go in, they could go pass legislation that would benefit their cult more. And it was a sex motivated cult.
Really?
It's a higher ups, you know, it was very egregious things that they did.
So did you learn about these cults and cult behavior in sociology, or did you take any kind of...
It was an interesting topic, and not a lot of people talk about cults all that much in sociology. Most of it's just theories, and then applying those theories to what happened to real life, stuff like that.
I don't even know what I'm getting. I'm just kind of like going around looking for that. Okay, that's cool. It's interesting. I took a religions and philosophy class or something, but I wasn't able to finish it because I still have to work. So it's really hard to. I tell everybody, finish school before you have kids, especially.
I would say educate yourself. It doesn't have to be through school.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that college is a scam.
No,
That's
no,
mostly just because of how expensive it is.
Student loans are a scam, not college. So.
They really are.
Student loans are
If college was cheaper,
sketchy.
I wouldn't say it was a scam. It's
I've racked up
take
quite a
classes
bit.
there. Definitely
Yeah,
educate yourself.
but no, you can definitely be successful without college too. I think that's what you mean, like.
But you should still go to college. But if you feel like you're not going to go very far in life, then don't get student loans.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's fair enough. Fiscal responsibility is important.
Yeah.
But I think that everybody should have the opportunity to educate themselves if they so desire.
Yeah.
Take Tennessee, for instance, right? They just put out a mandate. Well, they didn't put out a mandate. They set forth a policy agenda that they wanted at least half of their residents to have a college degree, and they made community college open to the public. And within 2 years, 55% of their populace had an associate's degree, and that only betters your population, because higher education is an investment, because you get like a doctor, a lawyer, engineer out of it, and they can then in turn contribute to society, as opposed to
that's the key, yeah, contributing to society.
as opposed to this bullshit about, well, you're going to go into debt and have to pay off
Yeah.
student loans for the rest of your life.
Now,
No, sir. No, sir.
I keep forgetting, when you die, do student loans matter anymore? Or does debt get passed on?
Sorry, what?
When you die, does debt get passed on?
No.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. That's what I keep telling my friends, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know." I'm like, I don't think debt gets passed on when you
Your
die.
friend's
Yeah.
stupid because
I'm just worried 'cause my grandparents are in a lot of debt. Yeah.
Oh crap! Yeah.
no, unless you're their spouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what you should
No,
do:
that-
have them max everything out. Buy you a
I got to.
Debt is no longer passed. Like debt is no
that's
longer passed
archaic
on.
and medieval. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure because I was under the assumption that it does not get passed on.
No.
But now I'm positive. Yeah.
right before they hit the bucket, have them buy you a car loan.
I got to read
Yeah,
y'all
but are they going to get
a couple of these comments.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fair enough statement.
Go to one of these payday places.
Yeah.
And then
It's a little rough.
I had
have them give you the money.
somebody just said they stayed online with me since the beginning of the streaming. I actually canceled a conference call to stay online. People are enjoying this.
Well, yeah. Jobs are important too, guys.
I know, right? Yeah, please.
On conference calls,
I have someone up at 2 a.m. in Australia to watch it too. It's amazing. This activism. People love it. You know, it's because it's not done enough. It needs to be, and so it motivates other people to start doing it too. I know a lot of people who started doing it on their own campuses or in their own hometowns when they see Jehovah's Witnesses.
I mean, like I said, I don't know enough about these people to go shit on their day like that.
Any kind of disagreement is definitely a shit on their day.
I mean, that's cool.
But they also they scream persecution. I've been told that I'm harassing them, or they've told me that I'm harassing them when I talk to them being a disfellowship person.
Boy, don't even get me started on this black Christian persecution.
White Christian persecution.
Don't even.
It's the war on Christmas.
What kind of happy bullshit is that?
All right, guys, I'm probably
every holiday season, Fox screaming about it's the war on Christmas and it's the war on Christians. They're gonna take away our fucking birthday, whatever they get their.
I don't see
get their hair up about.
Yeah, I don't see any Christmas or Christian holiday going away anytime soon.
No.
Yeah, even through.
Oh yeah, no.
Argument or.
When was the last time you saw a Baptist church get blown up or firebombed? Let me put it to you that way.
93. Well, I didn't see it. I don't know.
Or when was the last time you saw one defaced? As opposed to your mosques, your
synagogues,
your places of Hindu worship. I don't know what they're called.
Bye, Andy. Thanks for tuning in.
That it's a power differential that
Matthew McConaughey.
is quite blatant.
Usually for me, it's that religion. The three big religions have been around for thousands of years. I don't see any legislation or social control getting rid of them.
Oh yeah.
Not going anywhere. It's just.
That's what concerns me about the Jehovah's Witnesses as well, because they generate a lot of revenue whenever they come into they have their conventions. The hotels, the restaurants, they make a lot of money, and so anytime there's protests. In some places, the cops are going to be a little bit more generous. Like in San Diego, there was a protest there at one of their conventions, and the activists got a little bit more treated unfairly against their rights. And we believe it's because of the Jehovah's Witnesses bring in a lot of money to the city when they have their assemblies.
Like I said, I don't know anything about what they get up to.
Yeah, they're very rich, but they're losing money now in all the class action lawsuits and stuff.
Say again?
They're very, very rich, but now with the activism, with people coming forward, there's class action lawsuits that they're losing millions, and so they're going broke real fast.
Those will clear your bank out.
Yeah.
Class action lawsuit.
Yeah, in Canada, 6.6 million or 66 million, $66 million class action lawsuit.
Which I know you're something to do with law, and I forget the exact major, but it's class action lawsuits. Those are the big ones that even if you win, you're still out with a lot of money. Even if
say that again.
The big lawsuits, even if you win or you go against them, you still have to. Because there's a big initial payment, right?
There's a big initial payout, and generally what it does, I'm psychology and poli-sci, man.
Okay.
I'm not an actual law major at this juncture.
Interesting.
But yeah, those are the ones that have the big payouts, like mesothelioma. That's quite the large payout. Things like that.
Like those guys who want to sue McDonald's because they didn't put pickles on their burger. That would.
It's not a class action lawsuit.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, class action. How many people do you have to have come forward? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
I know it's thousands. I know it's a big number. It's a really big number.
Lawsuit against Monsanto's because
Yeah. Oh yeah, Monsanto's.
against janitorial worker.
Yeah, with the Roundup, because he got a ton of it on him. I think it's glycophosphate.
Oh, the chemical Roundup. Okay.
Yeah, that they're
Glycophosphate? Is what it was? I thought it was
But he spilled a bunch of it on him, and he got terminal cancer.
Oh.
He's stage 4 right now, and he's about to kick
Damn.
it. If that's the lawsuit I'm thinking of.
I thought that was like genetically modified or something like that.
The whole GMO
That's kind of
stuff,
silly.
like
Yeah.
It's a practice, not a chemical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be into that though. When I was brainwashed, I was also brainwashed into that too.
They told me it was GMO, man. Oh, that must be a particle or something. It's not.
Yeah. That's a good description. Yeah, it's a method. It's not a
The
chemical.
Supreme
Court,
Supreme Court said you cannot
You ever wonder why
patent genes.
tomatoes are fresh all year round? GMOs.
Because, in certain instances,
Exactly.
because they had,
Alright, guys,
come through where
I'm going to end the live stream because my phone is at 11%.
The Supreme Court said, this is
see.
correct.
Tell them about the apostate. Oh God.
Genetic, like, bullshittery.
Um,
The result of
I can
something
direct
that
something.
you've done, then you
Thank you, all of you guys who've been with me for the
I don't
full
know.
2 hours. I don't think anybody else is gonna watch this, but if they do, get some good stuff. This has been really good conversations, and
Based on the fact that
this has been fun and interesting conversation. Thank you, Patrick. Cool, I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Yeah, this has been great. It's like kind of rallied a group over here while the J-Dubs were over there by themselves, and so I guess they're gone. I thought they were gonna. Actually, no, they just moved. They moved over there, so I'll say hi to them when I walk by. But I'm gonna call it a day and actually bring a bigger poster next time or something. But say bye. Bye.
by
Remind me your name.
Jared.
Jared. Okay, say bye to Jared, and then
Monsanto's one of the debates.
somebody says you look like a handsome Rick Fox. What Southern Boss Lady
Rick
says.
Fox?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Boy, I already know who Rick Fox is, but
I know.
I'll take it.
Yeah, and bye. Okay, your name?
Matthew.
Matthew. All right. So yeah, thank y'all for watching.
Monsanto's one of the
My
debates.
phone's about to burst into flames because it's an atheist phone. So yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.
People who understood what Monsanto